Alright, what's up out there? Finally got a new phone, so hopefully the video quality be better on this. And this is my first haul of 2017, so welcome. Thanks for watching. First up, Rocket Raccoon. Oh, I got a ton of stuff. I didn't go through it all, so hopefully I remember what I got where and everything. Rocket Raccoon number 4. I got this online simply because I needed it to complete the set. I had 1 through 3, if you recall from the last video I picked up. I think I'll end up paying about $25 for the set, which I think is probably about market value, but with the Guardians movie coming out this summer, we'll see. Also picked this guy up, New Mutants 87. I think it was last video as well that I showed. I picked up a real sharp copy. I'm gonna send that off to be graded. This is probably like a 8.5, I would say, maybe a 9.0. I have to take a closer look at it. Colors are really nice. It's got a couple spine ticks. I paid $60 for that. So, and corners a touch rounded. It's a pretty nice copy though. I think that's about market. I wouldn't pay more than that. But I wanted to pick up another one just because they haven't announced cable yet. So once that happens, the roof is gonna blow off, I think, for the next Deadpool movie. Alright, these I got from a local shop who had a sale on variants. And I didn't want to break out my phone. He just had one box. They were $5 each. And I didn't want to bust out my phone and try and look up some of these I don't really know in terms of value. So I just picked them up thinking I found one that was worth it, and this was all I ended up buying at the shop, so figure why not. Umbrella Academy. This is Umbrella Academy Dallas Suite, I think is what it's called, as opposed to the first series, which is called Apocalypse Suite. And they don't say that anywhere on the cover for whatever reason. This is the Jim Lee wraparound variant. I think it's a 1 in 5, so not real high ratio. Paid $5. It's worth about that. Nothing special. Ghostbusters 1. This is a 1 in 4 variant, I think. Again, didn't really know too much about this. Hadn't seen it before. So I figured why not. Let me see if I can adjust this a little bit here. I didn't really do much. This thing gonna be kind of sideways. Looks alright, I guess. But this was the one that I wanted, was Invincible Iron Man 33 Tron variant. And I think last video I had also picked one of these up, and it was the first time I had seen it. So luckily found another one and picked that up for $5. That's probably, market is selling for about 25, but there hasn't been a lot of sales recently. So we'll see what that does. Picked these up from the Midtown Comics, had a big sale at the end of 2016. And I went through and just kind of looked at their variants that were on sale. This is Robin War number 1, the Lee Bermejo variant. There's a connecting cover that goes on this side, which has Red Hood on it, which they were sold out of, and I assume just because it was Red Hood. This was about $6.85 is what it came to after shipping. Picked up a set of the Midtown J. Scott Campbell Rocket Raccoon color and black and white variants, and I paid I got these pretty cheap. I think it was like $4.50 for both of them. Rest of them I think are Campbell. I got the Secret Wars 1 black and white, ended up paying $8.50 for those two. And Secret Wars 9 paid $3.50. Oh, I did get one more thing. I got a Superior Foes of Spider-Man. I think this is it's either a 1 in 15. I think it's a 1 in 25 actually. Paid about $7 for that. That's a cool book. I found one a while ago at a sale at a local shop. Paid about the same price, I think. There's a couple online, not really a whole lot of sales, but you gotta love that Mega Man 8-bit variant look. So those were some good pickups, I think. Lots of variant heavy books. I found this online from a seller, and they had it listed, I think, as like a very fine near mint. This is probably the nicest copy I've owned. I think this is my third copy. First, Lady Bullseye. This is the second print variant. Real tough book to find. Tough book to find in the wild. Tough book to find without any spine stressing because of that black. You know, I was looking at it online and I thought, man, this looks better than a VF Near Mint, and I got it. I don't really see any problems with it. Paid about $9, and they also have one of these, so I picked that up as well. Wolverine Origins 10 variant, first Dakin. Paid $10 for that. Kind of a tough book to find. I think he's had his day, and a lot of them are in collections, not out in shops. But you know, next month or so, we'll see if it's him in the Logan movie. I think it might be him. No announcement though. Picked this up online for $7.50. The X417, that's the bloody variant, X23. Keep an eye on that one. I guess I'm not sure what the life of X23 is going to be concerned with movies. I mean, that Logan movie's coming out in March, beginning of March. So are we looking at just like a 2-month window here, or is she going to continue to stay hot like Harley Quinn maybe? Who knows? All right, here's some from a local shop who was having a sale, and I went and just picked these up that were not on sale. Actually, it gave me 20% off. Avengers Arena 14. I've shown this one before. Starting to heat up a little bit. Paid $2.80 for that. Also paid $2.80 for this. I think this is one to keep an eye on. Venom Circle of 4 Part 3. This is Venom 13.2. And they have 4 of these, 13.1 through 4, with the 4 different characters. They're connecting. You can see here is Red Hulk, Ghost Rider, and Venom are the 4 characters of the Circle of 4. But I haven't seen anybody really talking about this one. And, you know, it's got a solo cover. Venom series. Decent chance it does something. Black Panther #1. Been picking these up because it's got first appearance for the Black Panther movie. I paid $5 for that. Body Count. These covers on these are just awesome. These Simon Beasley covers. Paid $1 each for those, I think is what it came out to. Those I got on sale. And I picked up one of these. So this is my second copy of this. Detective 850. I think I have my first copy in this haul as well. I paid $2 for it. Great price. But I will say, this is a tough book to find. I've got 2 copies of this, and all through here it's like got the little bit of the dust cover grime on it. Tough book to find just because it's white. If you don't know by now, this is first, I guess it's not a named appearance. I guess Gotham City Sirens are not really named as a team until the second issue of their series. This is when they first kind of get together to steal the jewels from Hush, the character Hush. So you might probably already know about it. Hopefully you do. It's been selling for between $15 to $30 depending on the day. So keep an eye out for it. I haven't been doing a whole lot of dollar bin digging, but I will show you these that I got for $0.25. And that was the main reason I went to this shop. The owner gave me a deal, knows me, he's looking to get rid of his independent stuff. So his independents usually don't include Image. He didn't have much Image in the back bins, but it's all stuff like Dark Horse is probably the biggest name. So I kind of had my eye on some things. I kind of did a little research to figure out what I should be looking for, simply in terms of reselling it on eBay so that I can buy some books that I want. I picked up a number of these Haunted Horror from Yo Comics, which is, I think, like a division of IDW. These things, if you can find the early issues, and many videos ago I found like 1 through 5, they are really tough because they're reprints. They're tough to find. I don't think a lot of shops really ordered them. And they sell pretty decent. I mean, it's a $3.99 cover. These books are really nice too. The cover is nice, heavy cardstock. It's got a little bit of a gloss to it. I don't know how you would term it, but picked those up. I picked up Weird Love. I picked up a number of these as well. This is number 2. So those are some pretty cool books. If you can find them cheap, they do sell pretty well. Here's one you may or may not know about that actually does hold some value. Again, like I said, it's a dark horse. ElfQuest: The Final Quest. This is issue number 1. I've seen this sell for as much as 30 bucks, and I believe there's 18 issues in the run. And, you know, this one, definitely keep an eye out for it if you can find it. I don't think I've ever seen one, but he must have had this in his bins for a while, and I just never looked for it. Kind of a tough book to find. I mean, there's plenty on eBay if you want to go that route. Let's see what else I got. Oh, I got a couple of these. Let's see what we got here. What we got here. The Hero Comics, the Hero Initiative covers. This is J. Scott Campbell, obviously. Another J. Scott Campbell. And then the Adam Hughes, which is a great cover. So we've got those. They sell okay. They're like $5 books, maybe. And then I also picked up, this was the only like series that I could really find that I was really looking for that sells. This is Mass Effect, and this is the first series that they came out with called Foundation. So I got a number of those for a quarter. So we'll see. You know, it's always nice to have some books that will help you buy other books, hopefully. All right, let's get into what else I got here. Oh, here's some future spec. So I can't even remember who the first appearance of this is. X-Men 166, and I also picked up New Mutants 3. New Mutants 3 is like the first incarnation of Demon Bear, and some info came out recently that the writer of the New Mutants movie that was announced a while ago came out and said that, at least the way that it was phrased, it looked like they were going to do the Demon Bear saga for the New Mutants movie. So that run is 18, which is first Warlock, to 21 is the Demon Bear saga. This is the first incarnation of Demon Bear, and then I think the second and maybe like the full appearance is 18 as well. And then there was some other characters named, and I honestly can't remember who it is, but they're in X-Men 166, so I figured I'd pick that up. And I paid like, let's see, $7 for each of these, but these are really high-grade copies, so I'm not really too worried about that. I mean, they have value one way or the other. Oh, check this out. I was really, you know, I just kind of stumbled across these covers. I think this is the newest Spawn cover at the time I'm making this video. Just awesome artwork here. And I can't even remember the artist's name. It's somebody that I'd never heard of. They're giving some up-and-comers the covers to Spawn, and they're doing some great work on them. So I picked up a set of those online for, I think I got them for like $6 for the set, which is right about cover price. I haven't had a good, I've seen the color in shops, but I haven't seen the black and white, so I was happy to find that. All right, here's some books that I'll show you from a shop that I go to every once in a while that I've said before has a ton, just a gigantic amount of back issues for $1. And I went there over the holiday and picked up some stuff. They had, the regular books were regular price, but the back issues were half off, 50 cents each. So I actually took a video. I'll cut it in right here. So hopefully that worked. Cut in that video of the back issue so you can see how massive it is. Picked these up for 50 cents. Alien Alliance, which they've announced that, now I don't know, this book has been around forever. It's Todd McFarlane artwork. I don't know that it'll pick up, but they announced that this is going to be part of one of the DC TV shows. Can't even remember which one. Ghost in the Shell #6 from the original series. It's a great buy at 50 cents. Probably like a, you know, $5 book. Guardians of the Galaxy Annual #1. This is an awesome Frank Cho cover. It's not a variant or anything. It's just a really nice cover. Picked up a Harley Quinn 26, first appearance of Red Tool. That's a pretty good buy for 50 cents, I think. This was a great buy, I think, for 50 cents. Marvel Now .1, first Kamala Khan. And like I said, I picked up, well, not like I said, but Demon Bear. They actually had a number 3 for 50 cents. Not as high of a grade, but it's still pretty high grade. And then I already have 2 18s, but I'd like to make a set of these now with Demon Bear. There you can see them front and center. 19, pretty low grade copy. Got 2 of those, both newsstand, and 20. It's great Bill Sienkiewicz work on those covers. They didn't have a 21, unfortunately, so I'm still on the hunt for that one. Oh, I mean, can't go wrong picking this up for 50 cents. Let me look at it. It's not bad. I mean, first print, New Mutants, first X-Force, New Mutants 100. Picked up a Robin 126. I don't see this book too often, really. This is the first, if I recall. It's Stacy Brown. Is that the name? As Robin, as woman version of Robin. These were $3. I got a Amazing Spider-Man 17.1. That's a Delato variant. Not really a hard variant to find, and really it doesn't sell for more than $3-4, but it's a nice cover for sure. Immortal Iron Fist 17. This is a variant, and I'm failing you on this one. I tried to look this up actually shortly after I bought it, but there's a character in this that will be on the Iron Fist Netflix show. I believe they're confirmed. If not, I think they're rumored to, and I can't tell you the name. I was really happy to find this. New Mutants 12. This is another Delato variant. This is the Iron Man Homage Month variant. It's a little beat up. It's probably like a fine, very fine. This book, like when Delato first got hot like a year ago, this book was going for like 100. I don't really like it. I mean, it's a nice piece of work, but compared to the rest of his stuff, it's really odd, obviously. Also, I don't know what's going on up on his helmet here. It looks like he's happy to see somebody, but we'll save that for another time. Aliens. I got this set of 1 through 6 for $5. Pretty good buy at $5. Okay, we got a few older books. I got a All-Star Western number 2, and I believe this All-Star West, yeah, it's All-Star Western number 2. This is the first appearance of El Diablo. Now, which one it is, I can't tell you. I think the first one, El Diablo, was older than this. This might be the second one. Then I think they had another one. Then they had the one that was in the Suicide Squad movie. But that's a nice book. Like I said, I've been trying to pick up some Westerns and, you know, expand my horizons a little bit more. I paid $4 for that. I also picked up Aliens 1. Again, like, it's probably like a fine, very fine. This book, if you can find it in super high grade, like a 9.8, and a 9.8 slab will sell for over 200. But this condition, it's pretty common. It's like $4 is what I paid for it. That's what it's worth. I also picked this up thinking it was something else. Green Lantern 12. Not a great looking copy, but I thought it was the first Sinestro. Only because recently I'd been looking at it and I recalled that it has the beam from the ring on which is Green Lantern number 7 is the first Sinestro. And it had the beam on it, and I picked that out and I thought, oh man, I'll buy that for $4. I mean, its cover's barely attached, I think. But it's not. It's number 12. Number 7's first Sinestro. Another one that I did not really know of the value. Transformers Generations, retailer incentive. I paid $4. It's worth that. $4 or $5. Adam Blue Marvel. This book has surprisingly stayed consistent in price since it jacked up. Near mint copies going for $40, and I've owned one. I sold it. I think this is my second or third one. I paid $10 for this. It's not near mint. It's probably again, it's probably like a VF minus, maybe a VF on a good day. $10. I didn't feel like that was bad. I splurged a little on this. Hulk 92, paid $40. It's still below market value at that price, and it's a really sharp copy. I think once he shows up in a preview in that outfit, in that costume, in that gear, that in that armor, that this book will again go for probably over $100 would be my guess. I think that's a solid guess. It's gonna go for over 100. So I think that's a good price at 40 bucks. I'd buy another one. Here's another cool Western, Kid Cole Outlaw number 110. First appearance of Iron Mask. Paid $20 for that. I think the last one sold for about 20, but the one before that sold for over 100. And I think there's only one online right now on eBay. It's not a book that I've really ever looked for. It's not a book that seems that easy to find at the same time. So I'm really happy to have that one in the mix. I was surprised to find this for $10. Lois Lane number 106. It's the infamous Black Lois Lane cover. This book was spiked for a while. I think now it sells for about 40 for low grade. And then this was $10 also. Ultimate Fallout number 4. It's bagged. I don't really care if it was polybagged or not. It wouldn't make me, if it wasn't bagged, I wouldn't turn away from it. But I've owned a number of these again and sold them all, and I don't think I have one. So at 10 bucks, I had to pick it up. Still, another consistent seller at $20 all day. You know, a couple of these Marvel characters might be here to stay, even though sometimes they look like a flash in the pan with how much the market fluctuates. All right, this was a different store. This was a book. This was a different store that I think the last time I didn't buy anything there, and this time I actually found like a couple drawers. They have those drawers underneath the kind of tabletop, or back issue bins, I guess you could call it. They have those lateral file drawers. They had a couple that just had variants, and I don't think I ever looked through them. So I found a couple books. Defenders number 4. I had my eye on this. I think this is a 1 in 25. Might be a 1 in 15. Might be 1 in 15 actually, because I paid $8 for it. I had my eye on this one for a while, just because of Iron Fist coming, Dale Kino cover. So I like that. But these were probably the better finds. Stephen King, Dark Tower. Got the movie coming. This is the Gunslinger Born number 6 J. Scott Campbell variant. Pretty nice cover. You know, his women stuff don't heat up, or his male covers don't heat up nearly as much as the female. But and then Dark Tower Treachery, the Del Otto variant, and that's a 1 in 25. I paid like $9 for that. So happy to get those. Get those in the collection. Somewhat tougher to find books. What else we got? I picked these up online. I just like the covers on here. Oh man. Okay. Thought it had a crease. It's just kind of how the bag is, I think. This one is a Shirayama cover. She's the one, I believe it's a female. Might want to double check that. The Donald the Duck, Howard the Duck number 4 variant that kind of went through the roof. It's got Miss Marvel on it with a bunch of stuffed animals, the same artist. But I really just like this pink blood. And then the classic cover. So I paid 10 for that and 7 for this. I just, again, like the pink. I don't know why they chose the pink, but I'm loving it. And I like the pose on this. I forget. I think this is Wife's Portatio, wherever you say his name. And let's see. Okay, so this was another shop I went to. I only found 2 books here. Last time I went, I found a ton of stuff. Adam Hughes Tomb Raider, number 33. I think I paid $3.50 for that. That's like a $10, $12, $15 book, I think. And then this was the first copy of Detective 850 I found, which is actually in worse condition. And I paid $4 for that. A couple more on... Oh, this was a really nice online buy. This was an online retailer. I paid $3.50 for this. Elvira's House of Mystery, number 10. It's kind of a sought-after issue in the run. 1 and 10 are the ones to look for. This is also a newsstand and it's really high grade, near mint copy for sure. I believe the artist is Joe Orlando. New Mutants 14. I did not have a copy of this. This is the first Elektra. The first appearance as Elektra. Her first appearance in Giant Size X-Men #1. Natasha Romanoff, or whatever her name is, her given name. Picked up this for $6.80. Superman Annual #11. Classic Alan Moore story. This is a really nice high-grade copy. Really happy to get it for that. But this was the find right here. Was Betty and Veronica 320. Paid $12 for that. And I've shown that one before. Couple different online retailer. This one, I just like this cover. Journey into Mystery 646 Phil Noto cover. If you can find some other Journey into Mysteries around this time, they're going for crazy money. And not crazy, but they're selling pretty well. But I think a lot of them are 1 to 50, so that's why they're a little bit hard to find. This one was not. Might be a 1 in 15. So I think I paid like $8 or $10 for it. And another Delato variant, a little bit tougher to find. Web Warriors #2. Paid $14 for that. That's a 1 in 25. It's a pretty nice cover. Really like Spider-Ham there. Another shop that I went to, local shop, just one book. Was in there for an hour, found one thing. It was one of the last places I looked. I was just going through Spider-Man and thinking, nah, he's not going to have it, but I'll check it. And he did have it, so I got $3.61. He had it listed as a fine. I would say it was very undergraded. It's probably VF near mint. I paid $21.50 for it. So that was a nice pickup. I mean, sometimes there was a couple shops where recently I didn't even buy anything. Just been trying to be a little bit more selective and not end up with as many books. Britannia #1. I think it's a 1 in 50. The other issues of Britannia, Dave Johnson cover. Other issues of Britannia 2, 3, and 4, the 1 in 50s have been going pretty high. This can't be a 1 in 50. I paid $14 for it. Maybe it is. I don't recall. Paid $14. If you can find 2 through 4, the high ratio variants, they're going for double what you would normally pay. Picked these up because, you know, Midtown, I typically steer clear of their variants. But I was alerted that they finally sold out of this cover online, the color. J. Scott Campbell, Amazing Spider-Man #2, and I paid $15 or $17 for the both of them. So I think they print a ton of copies. They usually, well, I don't think they ever tell you how many they print, but you can guarantee there's a minimum 3,000 and 1,500 of those. So if they finally sold out, that's one thing. I bet they printed more, like 5,000 would be my guess, just because of how long they have them. And, I mean, you go on there now, you can buy pretty much any J. Scott Campbell variant. So, maybe that'll do something. Oh, yeah, how about these? Did you get any of these? Amazing. This one was definitely my favorite of the two. Ghost Rider. Got the Virgin. Look at that thing. Man. Delato. I just think that cover is sharp. Really sharp. Really well done. I also picked up the Venoms. Had to get those. Hopefully you know about these by now. These are 1 in 500s here. I mean, these things are great pieces of work from Delato. Really sharp. I like the Virgins. All right, what else we got? Another awesome haul from a call them like an online aggregator, an online comic book mall. Picked up the Justice League of America #12, the Alex Ross second print variant, where it's a combination of, was 3 separate covers, the first prints. This one had like one sale of like $80, but since then I don't know if there's been any sales. Could have just been a fluff sale, who knows. I paid $5 for it. It's a great cover. Batman 700, the second print, paid $5.50 for that. I don't know I've ever seen one of those in the wild. And another one I've never seen in the wild is Batman 686, the second or third print. This is third print. Adam Kubert third print. Both these, I just really like the colors on them, and paid $9 and like I said, $5.50 I think. But this was the gem of this purchase. This is why I always say to set up a wish list on these kind of online aggregators, you know, where they have multiple different sellers on the same website. Set up my wish list. This thing came through, and I thought, well, I'm gonna order it. Most likely it'll get canceled because the price is too low. But it showed up at my doorstep, and I was really happy, and I thanked the seller for honoring it. And I assumed they knew it was underpriced because I had a bunch of other older Batman books on there that were all well at market or above. But this thing I got for $30. Batman 227 classic Neal Adams homage cover. Glad, super excited to add this to my collection. Covers attached. It's, you know, as far as a grade, I don't know, maybe a 6, we'll say 6.0 maybe. I mean, the main issues got rounded corners and number of spine stresses. Might be a little lower, maybe 5, I don't know, 5 or 6. $30. Try and find one for $30. Alright, I picked these up when the news dropped. I paid $40 for them. Harley and Ivy. I've never owned the individual issues. Picked these up when Gotham City Sirens news dropped. Never owned the individual issues, but I did own the trade of them, which is, at the time when I got it, it was hard to find. Now it seems to be a little bit more common for some reason. Probably just because Harley's more popular, so it's coming out more. I paid $40 for those 3. High grade. I think that's worth it. I think you might see a little uptick. Another movie spec that I've been trying to find at a decent price. I did okay on this. Paid like $17. Avenging Spider-Man 9. Probably like a VF. Paid $17 for it. Alright, these I got online. I think I got that off eBay, I think maybe. These I got online from a online seller. Paid about $9.75 for that. All new Ghost Rider #1, first Robbie Reyes. Mainly I got it for 2 things. One was this, not this. Paid about $10 for that. Green Lantern 25, first Atrocious. Mainly I got it for this X-Force #23 variant, Clayton Crane cover, with featuring Necrosha on the cover. Try and find that one. I think it might be 1 in 25, but it's going for 50, 75, $80. I paid $13 for it. And I also picked this up for, no, I think that was the main reason I got that. I think these are from a different seller actually. Different seller. I picked up a Thor Annual #6 for $6. This features one of the characters that's going to be, I think it's this purple guy if I'm not mistaken. Going to be in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Chew #8. First appearance of Polio. Don't sleep on this issue. I think I got these for under $4. And every once in a while there'll be a nice little sale of this. Chew does have a decent following, and especially #1 is like, I think it's harder to find than Saga #1, especially in the wild. Online, you go online at any time, there's probably the same amount of copies, but I think it's, if they ever come out with the show, the animated series, I could see a nice little spike, but I think it'll always be there, even though they are saying that it's coming to an end now. And I had to pick up one of these because I did not have one yet. Darth Vader #3, first Dr. Aphra, paid about $9. And it's about market price, maybe even a little high. But I had to pick it up. Oh, I also got one of these. Paid $2.50 for this. Star Wars #6, which has the first appearance of Han Solo's first wife in it. And there's been a little bit of rumors about her being in the movie. I don't know if she will be. She could be in the Han Solo movie. Who knows? This I actually picked up off of a site called Mercari. It's like a Craigslist. They have an app, and again, so it works just like Craigslist pretty much. They just have local sellers. Paid $8 for this. This is My Greatest Adventure #81, second appearance of Doom Patrol. $8 was definitely worth it for that price. So happy to add that one in the collection. What do we got here? We got some variants. I think I got these on sale is why I bought them. Amazing Spider-Man 612. I paid 15 bucks for that. This one, I'm not sure why. I think it's Ed McGuinness. I'm not sure why it doesn't go for more, except that maybe it's just not like it's not a J. Scott Campbell. But, you know, it goes for 15 to 30, depending. This one I've just been wanting for a while. American Vampire #1, the Jim Lee variant. Oh, you know what? Yeah, this is I think it's the retailer incentive. It says not for sale down here. For promotional use only. I don't think this is I think it's just a retailer incentive, or like the retailer preview or something. There is a retail roundtable of this, RRP. I don't think it's this, because I paid $12.75 for it. I think that has a little bit different cover, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe I fell backwards into a nicer book than I thought. I'd have to research that a little bit more. Secret Avengers #7, the Moon Knight Tron variant, paid $10.75. This one, try and find this. Brett's Comic Pile exclusive. Micro Series Ninja Turtles #4. Leonardo. This is, it was like an online thing, I think is the only place they sold it. And the guy ended up going out of business, I believe. Had a ton of comics, but I think he went out of business or something happened where he doesn't have the website anymore, and it's just a hard book to find. I don't know how I stumbled across it, but I had it on my wish list and came through, and it was like $5. I mean, it just never comes online, so to value it, I don't know, $2,000, let's say. No, I'm just kidding. And I picked a couple of these up for 20 bucks. Oh man, low. And I picked this up. This one actually sells pretty decent if you can find it real cheap. I mean, if you're trying to sell it, you gotta flip it within the next day. But it's $3.75. I've seen it sell for like 15 bucks. And I picked up a Treachery again, Delado, mainly because of the movie coming. All right, we're running long here. Sorry, got a ton of books. I just hadn't had the time to keep up. I think I also got this from that seller. Nailbiter second print for $2, and then picked up a set of these for like, I think these were like $3 or $4 for the whole set. They're like VF near mint grade. I mean, that's a great deal. I think this, if you can find these for that price, I would definitely pick them up. I think these are going to be worth a decent amount, and I might have them in here. Let me double check real quick. Let me double check the old long box over here. No, I don't have them in here, but the second and third prints I would pick up too. That's really about it, I guess. I thought I had a little bit more. I picked this up too from the same seller. It was $1. X417. Again, a white cover, scuffing at the top. Tough cover to find. Showed you the variant earlier. All right, well, that's actually it. So, again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Got to add some pretty cool books to my collection, which I'm really happy about. Boom. 30 bucks all day. Again, thanks for watching. Keep trolling those dollar boxes.